When I first started investing in crypto back in early 2017, I got lucky. All right. I got lucky. I invested in some really good coins really early. And they were the big dogs. You know what I'm saying? Like the Bitcoin, the Ethereum, Ripple. I got into those coins early because those were just what I heard about. And those are the ones that were easily available, like on Coinbase at the time. So that's what I put my money into. If you remember how the 2017 market went, crypto wise, my portfolio grew pretty fast, and by a lot. Once that initial growth of my portfolio occurred, then I started thinking, okay, I should branch out. I need to find other crypto projects that I can put my money into. And that's what I started to do. Unfortunately, not all of them offered the same returns that the previous ones that I just mentioned offered. Here are a couple of examples of the BS projects that I decided to put my money into. So anyway, fast forward a couple years, I get questions all the time. You know, hey, what should I put my money in? Should I put my money into XYZ coin? Should I put it into Dogecoin? You already know what my thoughts are on that. But I didn't figure this out. I actually heard about this strategy back when I had first started investing in crypto, and it was just like a Reddit post or something when I was doing my initial research. The way that the person described it was that you take the top 10 or whatever his top number was. I decided to do top 10. So you take the top 10 market caps on coinmarketcap.com. You take the top 10 market cap projects and you only invest your money into those, an equal weighted amount into all 10 of those, or whatever amount you choose. You could choose 20, you could choose 5, whatever that number is, stick to it. It takes the guesswork out of what you should keep your money in. It should take the guesswork out of what you shouldn't keep your money in, etc. That's all that the Reddit post that I remember said. And then people, if I remember correctly, the comments just, kind of agreed with it or disagreed with it, whatever. But I didn't see any proof. I didn't see any evidence of where this person was getting, this idea from. Fast forward a few years later, the request that I'm getting from people, hey, what should I put my money in? Plus the memory of this strategy, I was like, let me put this to the test. Let me create a spreadsheet and let me see what that guy was talking about. Let's see if that guy actually knew what he was talking about. That guy or that girl, could have been a girl, I guess. So that's what I did. So that's what this video is about. I'm going to show you an investing strategy that you may or may not be surprised it actually works for crypto, and it ends up being better than you'll expect. So this is the spreadsheet that I created, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to have two segments of this video. One, I'm going to explain how this spreadsheet works because I actually am going to release it. I'll put it in the description. If this is something that you want to use in the future, feel free. I'll let you have a copy of it. So I'll have a portion of the video explaining the spreadsheet, and then the next portion of it, I'll put the time code here. If you want to skip forward and to see just the results, that'll be available to you as well. So this is basically how it works. So I went back in time and I got the top 10 market cap projects from the first day of each month for the last couple years. So I started in 2019 and it goes all the way up until August of this year. I know it's September right now. I didn't do September because this video was actually supposed to come out last month, but the lighting in that video was so bad that the editing just wasn't working. And this is my second time actually recording this video. You didn't need to know that. So anyway, it goes from January 1st, 2019 to August of 2021. Okay. Over, 2.5 years worth of data. I'm not going to go through what each month consisted of. You'll see the usual suspects. You'll see Bitcoin, XRP, Ethereum. You'll see those three for sure in all of them. Maybe we can go down memory lane and look at a couple of the projects that didn't make it since then. We got our EOS or EOS. I don't know how to pronounce that. Stellar is still hanging around. I don't know if it's in the top 10 by now. I don't think it is. Bitcoin SV, Satoshi's vision. He wasn't visioning. He didn't envision this. We started our portfolio out with $1,000 spread out evenly across the top 10 projects. Okay. Then when I go to the next month, I see if any of them are missing. If they are missing, You'll see here, this one, there's a formula there to look for if it's missing or not. If it is, it'll just say missing. And what you do is you take your money out of Bitcoin SV, as you see here. You'll take your money out of Bitcoin SV and you'll put it into whatever showed up the next month. So the next month, the new one was Binance Coin. So the money that I took out of Bitcoin SV, whatever it was worth at the end of February 2019, it was worth $73.56. Sorry, it was worth $73.56 on March 1st. So that's when I sold. And on March 1st, I bought Binance Coin for $11.48 each. And so you can see that this matches this number. So the Bitcoin SV I sold, the Binance Coin I bought. These are the unit numbers here. And that's pretty much it for the remainder of the spreadsheet, okay? As you can see from this first month, so I spent $1,000 at the end of at the beginning of the next month, that portfolio had gone down in value to $893. So it went down, right? But you'll see throughout the rest of this experiment, that's not always the case. In fact, it usually just goes up. So that's pretty much how the spreadsheet works. I got historical values down here for each of, these are all the coins that ever left the top 10 since January 2019. And so what I did was anytime, like right here, Bitcoin SV, when it left, so I went to the Bitcoin SV sheet here. I grabbed because I sold it on March 1st, 2019, because I would sell it on March 1st, 2019. I grabbed whatever the price was on that day, 66.36. That was the open. 66.36. I sold that many because that's how many units I had. I sold that value because that's what it was worth on March 1st. Ready? Right? And then that's what I bought Binance Coin on that day. That's the end of how the spreadsheet works. Let's talk about the results, okay? One thing I am going to show you at the end of this portion is how did it stack up versus just buying one coin. When you buy one coin versus having a diversified portfolio like what I'm showing you here, having the 10 different coins is having the diversified portfolio. What are the pros versus the cons, right? Having one coin, you are exposing yourself to a lot more risk, a lot more volatility, but with a lot of risk comes a lot more reward. Again, we started with $1,000. At the end of the first month, it's going down. We're at 893. Okay. But then by 2 months in, we're already up 5%. That's pretty good. So let's keep going. So the pros and cons of only buying one coin: high risk, high volatility, but the degree of reward could be higher. Okay. Pros and cons of having a diversified portfolio: less risk because one coin could really dump, right? But you have 9 other ones that could do well. There would have to be a large systematic risk to the whole marketplace in order for you to lose all of your money, rather than just 1 or 2 coins. If that's all you have your money in, if you only have your money in Litecoin and it goes, the price halves down to $10 the next day for whatever reason, maybe the Litecoin creator said, I don't even like crypto anymore. This price would go, down. But if you have that diversified portfolio, then you're in a better shape. So that's just a long way of saying, the diversified portfolio, it's less risk, less reward, but there'll be a higher chance. There's a higher chance that you're in profit versus loss. That profit is just going to be, is most probably going to be a lower amount. That's all that's saying. So by April, a couple months in, now you're up 20%. Okay. Nice. You're up 20%. You didn't have to make any decisions on your own. Isn't it? Like, that's the best part, I think, about this investing strategy. You don't have to make any decisions. The decisions are made for, you still have to take the action and switch, buy and sell, but you know what to buy and sell. You don't have to, it takes the guesswork out of it for you. Yeah. By April, you're already up 20%. Let's keep going. As you can see, this is the first month Cardano entered into the top 10. So that's nice. Funny story. Today is September 12th. Today is the day Cardano's smart contracts go live. So that's cool. So moving along. So 5 or 6 months in, you're already up 100%, over 100% here. You didn't have to make any decisions. That's what I'm telling you. This is the perfect, in my opinion, the perfect portfolio for a beginner to start with. You put your money into this, you do a little bit of work, you get to learn how to buy and sell on whatever platform you want to use. I'll have a couple links, referral links in the description for a couple of good exchanges, centralized exchanges that I like to use. If you'd like to start out there, feel free. But like I said, this is a perfect place for a beginner to start their trading journey, or investing journey, excuse me, not necessarily trading. So here you're a couple months in, 5-6 months in, you're up over 100%. Also, I just came back with a sickness. It's not COVID, luckily. So that's why I sound a little nasally. So sorry about that. All right, this part kind of sucks, but check this out. After your first year, you're up 1%, 1.8%. That sucks. I feel that. Out of the 10 positions here, 1, 2, 3, 4, only 4 of them are in profit. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 are not in profit. So 60% chance that you're not going to be in profit, 40% chance that you are if you only chose one coin. But if you chose all 10, you're still in profit. Not by a lot, but at least by some. That's what I've been trying to say is the beauty of diversification of your portfolio. You have a 40% chance of, if you only chose one, you only have a 40% chance of being in profit and a 60% chance of being at a loss. But if you put them all together, check it out, you're up by 1.8%. Let's keep going. Okay, I wanted to highlight this area right here. Okay, yeah, so you're back to pretty much where you started at April 1st, 2020. But if you remember, that's pretty much the beginning of the pandemic. So it doesn't get much worse than this, okay? If you've been paying attention to crypto, you know that it's really only been up from here, okay? So let's keep going. A couple of guys fall in and out. Tezos, decent project. Cardano in and out. EOS, I think this might be the last time EOS is out. See ya. Crypto.com coin. CRO. Y'all remember that guy? I'm not a big fan of when exchanges have their own coin. Like, yeah, Binance coin, Crypto.com. I understand they have their own smart chains and stuff, but I don't know. It just seems something. It seems fishy to me. Whatever. I have some Binance coin. It's pretty easy to use. The Binance smart chain is pretty easy to use, and it's very cheap. Transaction fees. So I never used CRO smart chain. I think that's what it's called. I never used it. Interesting point in time is all I'm trying to say. Oh, I highlighted this month here because this is the first month that Ethereum actually is worth more. Your initial $100 is worth more than the $100 that you put into Bitcoin. So that's nice to see. I'm a big Ethereum guy, as you may or may not know. Okay, Crypto.com coin is out of the top 10. Rest in peace, buddy. Litecoin is out of the top 10. Bye. It'll come back, though. Let's get to January 1, 2021. You're up almost triple your money. 2,651 out of 1,000. Again, no guesswork, no technical analysis, no do your own research type stuff. Just follow the strategy. And you're up over double in 2 years. Almost triple in 2 years. Check this out. Oh my goodness, check this out. You're up 7x in a little over 2 years. Check out these guys. These are all 10x plus. That's nice. That's very nice. So up until May of 21, hello, are you paying attention? That's good money. Off of $1,000 in 2 years, no work. Imagine if you had put in 2,000 or 3,000. Just a couple more months. So that's where you're sitting at right now. Again, I didn't do the September one, but all I would have to do is grab the September 1st top 10, put it on the list, next couple columns here, and then find out what's missing. If any of them are missing, grab the prices, readjust if needed to, and then that's your top 10 for the next month. And we know that September 1st, Bitcoin was higher, Ethereum was higher, Cardano was higher. So yeah, it would be worth more than 8,100. The proof is right here. The proof that, now obviously there were time periods where the strategy didn't work, right? There were a couple months where it went back to 1,000, but it never went under, as you can see. Even if some of the coins went under, the portfolio never went under. And that's why I say this is just a great strategy for beginners. And I think and that's why I'm offering this spreadsheet for free in the description. Check it out. Please use it if you want to, and utilize it. Yeah. I will make a note. Obviously, Tether is in here. Tether never goes too much above $1, so maybe that's something you can take out, and only do the top 9 maybe. USD coin is in here too. That's another one you can take out. So you can either do the top 8 or you take the next 2. You do the top 12. So just another note, the further down you go in the top 10, like if you don't want to grab the Tether or the USD coin, the further down you go here, since these are smaller market caps, they could have higher volatilities. And so it's overall going to add more volatility to your portfolio. The top 10, because they're solid, they don't, mathematically speaking, I think. I forgot to record one portion of this Excel sheet. I know, very unprofessional, please excuse me. But I have this chart here that shows the difference in how much value you would get in keeping your money in the portfolio versus only choosing one coin, and that coin happens to be Bitcoin because that is pretty much the cryptocurrency standard. In this time frame that I used, it was actually better to keep your money in Bitcoin. That's what I've mentioned multiple times in this video. There is inherent risk in only keeping your money in one coin, but as you can see here, the reward was higher keeping it in only Bitcoin versus having it that whole portfolio. And one other thing you'll notice is that the degrees of change are different, but they pretty much go up and down at the same times, right? So like they're going up here, they both take a dip around here. This is the systematic risk that I also mentioned before. Sometimes whatever happens, it hits the whole market and you can't really correct for that. It's not something you can prepare against. It just happens. So this is an example of that systematic risk hitting right here because it's hitting the whole market at the same time. But anyway, I just wanted to show this chart as well. I grabbed the data from the original main sheet, and I created this chart to show that in this particular case, yeah, it would have been better to keep. It would have paid off better to take the risk in only keeping your money in Bitcoin. But that isn't to say that that would happen with any coin that you kept your money in. If you had done Bitcoin SV or Bitcoin Cash, that may have not been the case. So anyways, guys, that is the strategy that I wanted to share. Just full disclaimer, I don't use that strategy, but the numbers were there. Like it would work, So yeah, I hope that you found that walkthrough beneficial. Let me know in the comments if it's something that you want to try or something that you're interested in. Let me know what your favorite coins are. I do want to start taking requests on, if anybody wants to learn more about, hey, this coin or the other coin, and I talk crap about it. I'm looking for I'm looking for those recommendations. So please let me know which coins you want me to talk crap about, because this isn't financial advice. So I'm not going to recommend any coin for sure. I'm only going to talk crap about them. Thanks again for watching my video. I need to nurse myself back to health. As you can tell, I'm still a little stuffy. Hope you guys enjoy and watch the next one. Please.